Hello there, welcome in the latest edition of the SAU Baseball Coaches Show. I'm Daniel Gallegos, joined alongside head baseball coach Steve Browning. And Coach, last week we weren't able to get in a coaches show, trying to figure out when we were going to play, where we were going to play, and all those little details. Ultimately, though, able to get in the 3 games against Northwestern Oklahoma. Scheduled to be at home. With all the rain we got last week and just everybody in our region, everybody was scrambling. We were able to find a neutral site location in Texas near the Dallas area in Kennedale. A nice high school facility that had all turf, allowed us to get in all 3 games. And there was actually really beautiful weather out there for the entirety of the series. Enabling to play that, you were able to get the 3 games in, win 2 out of 3, a couple of big offensive games mixed in, and then the offense kind of ran a little dry in the shutout, but facing a good pitcher. Talk a little bit about that weekend.
You're right, it was a cluster. And but I'll say this, and like we told our guys, and I've always said this, those guys work way too hard not to fight to figure out a way to play. Yes, we would love to play it at our place. There was even an option of maybe going to Northwestern, but we couldn't secure travel that far. And so the next best option was just try to find somewhere dry. And we just got on the phone, started calling schools in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Arlington area that we knew had full turf, that wouldn't mind if we came over there because we weren't going to tear anything up. And we were blessed that Kennedale said yes, and great facility. And like you said, we got out there and it was 85 and sunny one day and about 90 and sunny the next, and you couldn't have asked for better weather and just the opportunity to play. Even though it wasn't a home game, but it was still just the opportunity to play was the big part. Winning the series, like you said, we did come out and played 2 really good games, and then like I said, the one game that's kind of sandwiched in there in the middle. I thought we faced a really, really good arm, and we just didn't have an answer for him. And every time we tried to get something going, he figured out a way to stop it. And that happens though. This conference is very balanced, and you're going to run into things like that. But overall, at least at the end of the weekend, we did win the series.
Yeah, and then also too, as we were able to get in the 3 games, and everybody in the conference was affected by the weather. Some teams weren't able to. One series in particular wasn't able to be played. So now again, like last year, the conference regular season championship will come down to percentage points, which is a little unfortunate. But obviously now from here moving forward, not that it wasn't the emphasis before, but obviously winning as many games, winning series, picking up sweeps now and then is going to be paramount moving forward.
It is, and that's like I said, that's an uncontrollable. We can't control it. Last year we couldn't control it. This year, obviously, it's already shown that we can't control it, and all we can do is take care of our own business. It doesn't matter what everybody else does if we don't do what we should do. And for us to stay in the hunt, let's say we're 7-5, but I guess technically we're sitting about second in the conference, even though we're 5th because of the 4-way tie at first. But it just shows you how balanced this league is, and moving forward, I just feel like if we put ourselves in a position to win every series, and kind of like you said, sweep 1 or 2 along the way maybe, then I think we'll put ourselves in a position at the end of the year to hopefully be in talks of having a chance to win a regular season title. But that's way down the road. All we can do right now is concentrate on 1 game at a time.
Earlier this week, you were able to finally play a midweek game. It feels like it's been about a couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3, since you played a midweek game. And you've talked before about the importance of midweek, not only getting in a flow and playing games, getting more at-bats, but also your pitchers able to get some extra work. You went to Delta State, a familiar foe for this team. You guys have had battles back and forth in that game at Delta on Wednesday. You get up 4-0, and then Delta State started to slowly chip away before they finally push across to go ahead and run in the 8th. Pull out some positives for us out of that game. Non-conference, playing good competition.
Well, it is, and we love playing Delta. And Coach Kenneth and I talked on Tuesday before we played Wednesday, and he stated it best. He said, "Listen, one of us is going to win tomorrow, and one of us is going to lose. But I know this, we're both going to get better by playing each other." And that's the thing. That's why we play them. Our goal, our schedule is set up to put ourselves in a position at the end of the year that we've played some of the best teams around. We've played the best competition. That way, we're fortunate enough to make a run in postseason that we've been there. And we faced a good team. We faced one of the better offensive teams we've seen. I thought pitching-wise we did a pretty good job, because if you look at their offensive numbers, they were pretty scary. And, they were hitting about 342 as a team, I think, with a lot of extra base hits and didn't strike out a whole lot. And so I thought we did a good job there. And, we offensively, I thought we did fine. We had the 1 big inning, and then, they made some adjustments, and we didn't there late. And but we had some opportunities that we'd executed probably a little better that we could have tacked on another run or 2. But overall, good, well played game, and if we can just take the things we did well there and carry it on, and take the things that showed us we need to get better and get better at it. You know, it's a good game for us, you know, as we move into this weekend.
Yeah, again, shifting the focus to this weekend, another conference series. Ouachita Baptist coming in, 3-game set. It was previously supposed to go Friday, Saturday. With the unexpected weather we got yesterday that kind of stuck around a little longer than welcomed, pushed it back to Saturday, Sunday. Saturday remains unchanged, so the doubleheader beginning at 2. We're going to play the single game Sunday at 1. As part of Saturday, we'll hit on this a little bit now, and then we'll touch on some more. But great atmosphere, hopefully, that we can get with some good weather. Bark at the Park, an annual event coming out, which is always a great thing. But to the series itself for Ouachita, they're a team that usually has pretty good pitching. That's been kind of their MO the last handful of years. The same this year. A lot of the arms returning back this year. So what kind of maybe problems are they going to present, or is it going to be much, knowing that they were there last year? What kind of adjustments are you going to make knowing you're facing some good pitching again?
Well, I mean, I think it's just another weekend of facing a good team. And, you know, obviously I don't think Ouachita's probably having the year that they would like to, but they're still scary. And they can beat anybody on any given day because of their arms. And, I mean, they're returning the pitcher of the year in the conference. One of their starting pitchers was the freshman of the year in the conference last year. So we know we're going to see some good arms. And kind of like Northwestern last weekend, it just takes one guy to be on his A game that day, and it's a whole new game. So, you know, it doesn't matter. You can look at somebody's stats all day long. They can have the best stats or the worst stats, but it's all about how they perform that day. So we're going into it knowing that we're going to see some really good arms. We're going to see a team that can score some runs, and they're well coached, and you know, so we really can't focus as much on them as we just need to focus on who we are. You know, and if our pitchers go out and do what they're supposed to do, and we execute offensively and on the base running side and play good defense, you know, we'll put ourselves in a position to win a ball game.
And going back to that doubleheader on Saturday, again, mentioned Bark at the Park Day, Community Day, so everybody who with 2 legs will be able to get in for free.
Right. And
then any pets coming in, we're charging $10 admission for each pet. It's going to be the 4th year annually for this event at baseball. It's been a great success. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, again, we're just, through our athletic department, we're trying, you know, we always try to find ways to get the community involved, tell them thank you, and also find a way to help an organization in the community. And that's what we're doing here, and it's been a great event. It's fun. You know, I'm an animal lover, and as well as a lot of people around here are, so to give them a chance for people to come to a game and watch it for free, and also be able to bring their, you know, the man's best friend, as they say, and you know, all the money raised that we collect, we'll give back to CCAPS, which helps, you know, it helps somebody in town. So it's a win-win for everybody. You know, you get to get in free, you get to watch hopefully some good baseball, and you get to bring your pet along, and we get to help an organization. So at the end of the day, it's a really good, it's a cool idea, it's a good event, and I know it's going to be tough, you know, with spring break happening, but hopefully people will hang around a little bit, or the ones that aren't traveling will come out and catch the game and help out a good cause.
Appreciate it very much for your time again. That's head baseball coach Steve Browning. He and his Mule Riders are at home this weekend taking on Ouachita Baptist. A 3-game GAC series will begin Saturday with the doubleheader starting at 2, and then a single game Sunday at 1. Again, don't forget, Saturday's doubleheader will be Bark at the Park Community Day, so everybody gets in for free, $10 admission per pet. You can also bring donations, cash donations, or any other kind of dog-related items that will donate directly to CCAPS. And every time the Mule Riders score during the course of that doubleheader, will be passed around a bucket for loose change as well. So, great event. Should be a good weekend once we get past some of this weather to come out and watch some baseball. Coach, we appreciate it and best of luck.
Thank you.